Thanks for stopping by at Twisted Art Designs. Today I'm working on my favorite things art journal, and the prompt that I'm giving out today is, what is your favorite holiday? Is it Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthday, 4th of July, New Year's? There's so many holidays to choose from. So grab your art journal and your supplies and get ready to make a layout for what your favorite holiday is. I've gathered together a bunch of things that I had in my stash, things that were from my old card making and scrapbooking days that I can maybe incorporate on my page. I've got a greeting card, some scrapbooking embellishments, cute little turkey with googly eyes, some vellum paper, some sayings. This stencil here, this is a brass template, brass stencil that you can emboss or you can use as a stencil. Some rubber stamps, cute metal embellishment, all kinds of stuff. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do quite yet. I'm going to just see where it takes me, but these are the things that I'm going to have in my arsenal of things to use on my page. So I'm taking 3 colors of acrylic paint, and I just kind of want to do something different and fun on my background. So I'm going to just put on a little bit of paints. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my finger and kind of spread these out a little bit in a crazy fashion, letting them lightly blend together. But I want them to still be slightly thick on the page. While it's still thick, I'm going to take some paper and go over it and make some prints. Kind of like using a jelly plate, you're just picking up that color, but I'm using paper. And it just makes for a very interesting background. And that's what I was looking for, is kind of marbled look. So, you know, when things don't work out the way you think and you try something different. Oh, look at that. Ooh, cool. Love it. I love it. That's way cool. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to do some more of that on the page. Okay, so now for my next layer on this, I think I'm going to do some color blocking. So what I did was put out a bunch of acrylic paint colors and a couple of the colors, a yellow and a dark brown. I put 2 spots because I'm going to add plain varnish to those so that they will be transparent instead of opaque. So what I'm going to do here is just mix those up so I've got a little bit of a transparent, and I'm going to just take my squared brush and I'm going to do some color blocking. So that means just basically coming in and I'm going to do some blocks of color, and they don't have to be perfect. In fact, they can be like dry brush looking, doesn't matter. And you just want to put them all over the page. And the one that you've added varnish to obviously is going to be see-through. And here's the one that I didn't add varnish to, and it's solid. You can see the difference in the two. And then when they dry, you want to let each layer dry of color, and you add the next layer. They kind of cross over each other. I'll show you. It's pretty neat. So I'm just going to go in with the first color that I choose and just make marks and lines just to create a different background. And see, when your brush is a bit dry, I'm going over that background, and see how you can still see that through it. That's what you want. It's kind of nifty. Shows up what's in the back. Okay, so that's my first layer, and I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come in with all my other colors, and one layer at a time. They have to be completely dried in between. I'm going to keep layering and keep putting blocks everywhere until this whole background is filled. And it's best to rinse out your brush in between so you have a clean brush when you go to a new color. And then be sure that you crisscross, so you're crossing over the color that you made. So see how then it makes another color. So you want your colors to intersect with each other, and that's why you dry the layers in between. I took the leftover paint that was on my little paper palette here, and I went into my Use It Up book, and I just scrunched it in, laid it down, scrunched it in like I did in the beginning, and I love the look. So I'm going to go back in over this color blocking. I love how it looks too, but just to make some more interest, and since the bulk of it is gone off my paper, I'm coming back in and just doing a little on here too, just to add some cool texture so it looks, look at that on top of the color blocking. Oh, it's so cool, love it. So it's just an idea. And I used to be a big scrapbooker, and so I have a folder full of stuff for Thanksgiving, and these are stickers, and they're in a skinny little row with sayings. And I'm not big on putting stickers into my art journals, but I do love how they are all the things about Thanksgiving: the Mayflower, turkey, stuffing, count your blessings, family and friends, thankfulness, prayer, fall leaves, traditions, cornucopias, the diet starts tomorrow. So I think I'm going to make a border around my page with these stickers, and I know that's taboo, but you know what? It's your art journal, so you should put whatever you want in it. So if I want to add stickers, I'll add stickers. And since they probably won't stick that well to paper that has been gessoed, it's textured because it's got paints and gesso and whatnot, I'm going to put a little bit of art glitter glue on the back of the stickers before I lay them down and make my border. And I've got this little greeting card, and I love that edge of it. It looks just really pretty. So I'm going to just fussy cut that out, and I'm going to leave these edges straight. I frequently like to upcycle things, and this is an empty package from a stencil, and I love the front of the card. The colors go really well with this layout. So with the piece that I fussy cut out and then this over it, this makes a really interesting card, and I'm going to make it a flip and write some of our family traditions on the backhand side. So that's what I'm going to use, is this recycled cardboard out of a packaging. Okay, so here's my card, and on the back I want to put a list of the holiday traditions that I love for Thanksgiving. So it's going to go on the back like this, and this is going to be hinged on my page. But before I glue this to the back, I'm going to take some drywall tape. This is just papered drywall tape, fold it in half, and I'm going to cut it a little bit thinner because it is kind of thick. But drywall tape is nice and strong. I could use masking tape or washi tape, but I'm preferring drywall tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this drywall tape on to this card, on the back of this card like this. I'm going to glue that on like that, and then I'm going to glue this over it in place like that. Now I'm just taking brush pens like Faber-Castell Pitt markers, Arteza brush pens, some colored pencil, and I'm going in and adding some color touches to that stamped image that was on the sewing pattern, just to make them stand out a little bit and pop. So that's what I'm doing now, is coloring those images. So here's how my page turned out. There's a few little tidbits that were off camera because my camera battery died, but they were just minor things, so I'll just kind of go over it here. I added some baby blue dots to tie in with the blue flowers so that that blue color carried across the page. That's why I added a little bit of blue and colored pencil in my little colored stamped images. And here's my three-dimensional turkey. He is just way too cute. Way too cute. I love him. He's so cute. So I just added a few sayings and a few interesting things to it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me create my page. I do like how the color blocked background works really well to have the holiday fall type colors in the background. I really like that. Turned out neat. And my border of words that were stickers, I didn't think I'd like it, but it really lends an interest to this page, and it talks about all the things that Thanksgiving is. So, and here's my flip that has my favorite things on the back, our family traditions. And so anyway, there's my page. So now it's your turn to go create your page for your favorite holiday. The link for the playlist for this whole series will be in the description box below by hitting that little arrow down, and then also the list of supplies that I used on the page. So if you've just stumbled across this art journal that we're working on here, you can start this at any time and do any of the pages you find interesting to put in your favorite things art journal, and there's no time limit for starting it or finishing it. So just grab your journal and let's have some fun. If you like the content I share, please consider subscribing to my channel.